Alright guys, welcome back to Local Battles Clash of Legends. I'm EK, and joining me here is Achilleos, and we're bringing you the Rise of Legends series, where the 14 teams that came to the LAN here, they're fighting for $500 in cash for first prize, as well as 3,200 RP, and the triumphant prize skin that you can only get from winning Riot-approved events. So very fun to see all these teams come out. Second and third do get some prizes, just RP, but no cash for them. So it looks like the teams are ready. We're in the lobby, and we'll start it up very soon for picks and bans. But it's been a long day. It's been fun. Had some pizza, had some food. We're refueled.
About halfway there.
Yeah. So. We're in what? This isn't finals or semis. This is like
we're
quarters.
Going into the quarters.
Yeah, okay, this is quarters. All right, so we're gonna be casting
OBGYN Kenobi versus Server Down.
So some very good talent. We haven't seen OBGYN yet though, so they're looking like a very good team, as they're all Diamond 1 / Diamond 3. Let's see, you can start whenever you are ready. Alright, whatever. The other side of Server Down, someone who's unranked, some silver, some plat, some gold, and they're congregating. Okay, so they're all getting to their computers, and we'll have this game underway. Some other good matches. Jellybean Inc. versus Thank for 500, and Endgame versus whoever won between Central Freedom and Surrender at 20, and then Dota greater than LoL.
I think it's, you only lose once advanced there.
Yeah, okay, so Dota greater than LoL against you only lose once, and we'll see the lower part of the bracket here, and then the upper part of the bracket, 2 games, we'll pick one of those and cast one of those for the quarters. So we have a potential for 1, 2, 3, 4 more matches to cast. Yeah.
I think so, yeah. I think it's 4 more rounds.
And then finals will be best of 3.
Yep.
And it should be fun, but we're in picks and bans.
Alright, so let's take a look.
We see Wukong and Jax banned away. So Wukong jungle or top, and then Jax.
Yeah, Wukong, that's a new one as far as today goes. Yes. We haven't seen him picked or banned at all.
No.
So, maybe OBGYN Kenobi just doesn't really like to deal with the Wukong. There, of course, is the Braum.
He's been off and on so far today.
I think we've seen him twice now.
Yeah.
Banned away. Not picked yet, though.
No.
We'll see what Purple decides to do with the remaining 2 bans. So far, the Jax, very, very common these days. He's just such a hyper carry. He gets out of hand and can basically scale, even if he's not ahead in lane.
Yep.
And they're going to take away the LeBlanc. So another non-surprising one coming up from these guys.
Okay, and LeBlanc, pretty standard ban. We've seen it all throughout the day. She's just really strong. Don't want to deal with the burst. Don't want to deal with her escape potential or chase down potential, if anything.
Zigs.
Okay, so get rid of a lot of wave clear, get rid of a lot of global pressure with the bomb. He's a very safe farmer. He can just keep farming and stay back and stay passive, and you can't really do much about it. And then Kale.
Okay, well, Kale, I think that one's very justified, as strong as she is. We just saw her in the last game. She had a very rough start against Wollmeister's Darius.
Yeah.
But she was still able to come back in the end there after getting, her Ruben's Hurricane and her Death Cap, and just started really shredding through people.
Yeah, she just melted them.
Another champion that can very much get out of hand, even if she's dealt with early.
Yep.
So
she's like 1-3 in that lane, I think, at one point.
Yeah, she was down pretty significantly. Darius was 4-0 at one point.
Yeah, sad times. And Morgana's going to be the first pickup here for OBGYN.
All right, so more than likely the support coming in here. We do see her as a mid lane, but not so much these days. There's just stronger picks for the mid lane, but right now for support, she is very much a preferred pick. So we'll have to see here. Looks like we have the Jinx being hovered around by Hacker Mike over on a Server Down, and possibly a Jarvan, which will also be a first for the day.
Yeah.
But Jarvan's making a comeback in a very, very big way, becoming very much more popular in solo queue, because he can honestly just get out of hand. He's a very, very strong lane bully. With his passive. Every 6 seconds he's going to be just ripping chunks off of your HP, and then he's also got great engage from the jungle. So very interesting. We'll have to see where they decide to play him. But for now, we can assume that he's going to be in the top lane.
I feel like that's going to be jungle, but you never know. Top lane Jarvan. Going up against the Shyvana, though, would probably be a nightmare for the Jarvan.
Yeah, that would be rough. His passive wouldn't do enough to out-damage her. So, and then we see the Lee Sin coming back in. He's very, very common today.
Yep.
So
Not banned, just always picked.
Yeah. So I'm banned away, I think, once. And, picked, I think, at least 3 times in every other match.
Yep. So, we'll see if they go for that. They have a pretty standard lineup so far. Morgana, Black Shield, just always safe at the bot lane. Whoever they pair it with, you just hit a binding.
Yeah.
Just poke them out. And do whatever you want. Maybe
Especially
chase down for a kill.
Especially against the Jinx. That negates her chompers right there.
Yep.
So you can safely exit the lane or have your ADC do the same. As long as you time that correctly.
So it looks like they're hovering over the Jhin. Could be top, could be support. Not support. Could be top, could be jungle, if anything.
That would be...
Support Jinja, you know?
I would pay money.
It'd go through the Black Shield, you know? The Q damage actually shreds through the shield, doesn't matter. It'll ignore it and just does physical damage. What do they want for their
Now
mid?
this is interesting.
Jungle Jhin, mid Jarvan, top Nasus. that was what I'd be expecting. Or maybe support Jarvan. Or support Nasus.
Be very much armor stack for the blue team.
Yeah. That's really interesting.
Looks like they're gonna lock it, and they are.
I guess.
So, interesting decision.
I like unorthodox teams. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, Server Down did beat SKT14.
Yep.
Who were the favored pick.
Yep.
So maybe it was some a play like this, a very unorthodox choice that allowed them to come out on top of that match. So,
all right.
You never know. We'll have to see what happens.
They have the cheese lineups set up. And Lucian with Morgana, very strong, very safe bot lane. And it gets locked in. While Yasuo slipping through the bans. Gonna be looking at that. But the only knockups he could go off of would be the kick and Shyvana ult.
Yeah, not too much for the displacement for him. The chain off of. But I mean, really though, looking at both of these teams, neither have really any AP. Blue has more just from the Morgana, but mostly, I mean, your Shyvana is mostly going to be doing 80 damage, and of course, Lee Sin, your Lucian, your Yasuo, very much AD-driven champions.
Yeah.
So this would be really interesting to see
what is
how
their support gonna be? Is it gonna actually be support Jarvan? Like, is that gonna happen? And they're just gonna throw like?
I mean, you never know. You said it sarcastically. Maybe they're just gonna. They were listening in.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you know what? Let's show him.
Yeah. Oh God. Please no.
Okay, I'm confused.
Akali mid, Nasus top, Jarvan support with Jinx. So J&J in the bot, and then Jungle Jhin. This has a lot of potential to snowball, if anything. I like it. It's unorthodox.
As long as the Nasus can keep his Q stacks, and if Akali can get, preferably, if Akali can get some early kills here, it's going to be really, really interesting to see how this one pans out.
I like it. It's fun. It's a fun lineup.
It's definitely different.
Very, very different. So, the more standard lineup from OBGYN, while the more unorthodox Server Down. Oh, boy. I wonder, maybe just send Nasus mid against Yasuo, because Yasuo really can't block anything with Wind Wall, against Nasus. He can block Akali, though, so maybe they're looking for, like, a counter matchup against that. I don't know if I would send Akali straight into that, but...
Even then, the only thing he's really going to be blocking is just the Q, which, it'll prevent him from getting the stack.
Yep, that's about it.
But other than that, he's really not doing much.
All right, so we're going to be hitting the 3-minute spectator delay. So we're going to give a quick shout out to our sponsors before that, before we go into the break. So you can check them out. There's the Facebook group, New York City League of Legends. You can join them. There's a bunch of people from there who helped get people knowledge about this event so they can come out and play. And then there is Run with Scissors, so go find them and check them out. And then Maxonomic, the chair company that brought everything. Every chair here
Every
is
single
from them.
chair in this building.
Very comfortable, very nice. So go see if you can check one out for yourself, and maybe you want to get one. And then the Girl Gamer vlog, you can go check out their vlogs, interviews, blogs, posts, whatever they have to say. And yeah, we're gonna go to the break, and when we come back, we'll have this quarterfinal match for you guys.
Yep, it's gonna be a good one.
All right, guys, welcome back. I'm gonna line up everything on the screen. I'm Egan. Gonna be joining me here is Achilles, and we're underway with the first match of the quarterfinals. And it is gonna be a support Jarvan as he picks up the relic shield. So that's actually very interesting. And if you're not as surprised about this lineup as we are, then I don't know where you've been, but it's gonna be a Kali most likely mid, Nasus up top against the Shyvana, and then jungle Jhin.
Yeah, very, very unorthodox, like we were saying. I'm really interested to see where this goes just in the first, like, 5 to 10 minutes of this game.
Yep.
Because it's very much going to, I think, decide whether or not the comp is going to play out for server down.
Needs to snowball really hard.
Exactly. If they aren't getting good ganks in, or if their lanes just aren't winning in general, it's probably just not going to work out. As you can see, already we have OBGYN Kenobi moving in to potentially invade this blue as they're pushing forward.
They might run into him.
Catch. Oh, they got the binding onto Akali. Lee Sin jumping in. She's going to go ahead and burn Flash. So
that's pretty bad for that lane, because when Lee Sin gets his red, or if he just goes for a full clear, he can just look for an immediate gank and try to take him out. So that's going to really impact KDZ's lane. So he's got to be very careful. And they might actually look for a counter blue steal. So they might catch them off guard with this.
Yeah, looks like
Oh, they got rid of the Verman.
Shyvana.
He saw the ward,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she is. That is spotted out now, so she's kind of a tough place. Yasuo wandering over. Trying to
They
help
bought a
her out.
sweeper early too on the Jhin, so they could try to scout out a ward, but they couldn't find one. And they're staying. This is really risky.
This is insanely risky as we see Xin just kind of going for it. They're just going to back off after he eats all that damage. Akali is trying to come over, but there's the Ignite. Both Yasuo and Xin are going to burn flash. Looks like Xin might be getting out of here, but he's playing a little too close.
Oh, no.
He runs back in.
He's going to get dashed on.
There it is. Yasuo going to go ahead and get that first blood, just dashing onto him. Already not a good start for this very bizarre comp that we have going on.
Yeah, that he should have just started at red, played it safe. But
Yeah.
kept going for the aggression, loses out on the blue steal, and gonna give over the first blood to Yasuo, which is never a good thing. Yasuo snowballing is very, very scary.
Absolutely. Oh, and Jarvan not even going to get to clear the
one more.
ward.
There it
Oh,
is.
he does manage to get him that last second.
It lasts a little bit longer than you think, so it was a good job nonetheless. Finding to stop him out. They're just looking for a poke back and forth, but Jarvan can't really respond.
Yeah, he can't do anything until at least level 2 when he gets his flag and drag.
Yep.
Until then, he is all he can do is just poke with his Q if he even took that. No, he started with the banner.
Yeah, he started with the E.
Okay, so yeah, all he can do is throw down and get some attack speed for Jinx, but that's not much. So I guess he was trying to get that for the passive armor on it to withstand some poke, but it's not really going to do that much. As we can see, KDZ trying to go aggressive onto Leonard in the mid lane, but being burned down to just about half HP, and then Tornado will hit, chunking it down even more. Jinx getting caught by that binding. A lot of poke coming out from Hakuya and Lara down here.
Alright, and still maintaining an even CS amount. It's a good job by the Jinx, Hacker Mike, but they get a knock-up in
J4, he
Lara.
gets the knock-up on Lara, but he's going to have to back out just immediately.
That's just going to be a poking knock-up, and Hacker Mike is so low right now. He needs to be very careful. A flash and a Q from Kuya, or a binding connecting, and he is going to die.
Oh, man. He is playing with fire right now. Really not liking how low that he is. The potions are running, but it's only going to do so much.
Yep.
And to see, and there goes Leonard in the mid lane. Takes a turret shot. KDZ hiding in the shroud.
That took a... That actually turned
good
the fight.
engage, but can she get it? She burns the ignite.
The vision,
She will
yeah.
actually get the kill.
Really well played by KDZ, and now there's a gank up top on a Vermin.
Yeah, Vermin getting caught out. Oh my god, but in the mid lane, Lunalux going to go ahead and pick up that kill right there onto KDZ. And Shyvana will walk out of lane. So Vermin going to go ahead and get out of here. Unsuccessful gank from Xin Zhao. Very nice turnaround by Lunalux in the mid lane, grabbing that kill on Akali. Very, very good counterplay.
Yep, and he goes back. They get a Seeker's Arm Guard for the Akali as well as the Avarice Blade for Yasuo, so already working on that crit, working on stacking up some gold so he can rush the Static Shiv.
Yeah, he really wants to get that Static Shiv as quickly as possible.
Jackson Rod up top in the meantime. He's actually not that far behind in CS. He's been using the Siphoning Strike to farm up pretty well. He's already got 42 stacks at 5 minutes, which is actually relatively on par with an even amount, so doing a good job at that and not getting denied that hard by the Shyvana.
Yeah. Jarvan trying to make a play down there, but just immediately getting batted away. He's just not able to jump in. That black shield is just going to mitigate every single knock-up that he really attempts for.
Yep. So he's got to be careful. Xin Zhao got to watch for his ganks as well. They're pretty scary early on. He does quite a bit of damage, but Lee Sin is out farming and out ganking him with that one kill. Leonard dashing forward, going to go in.
KDZ getting knocked up. Leonard trying to go hard here.
Oh, he's got Jhin
It's
on the
going to
back
burn
line.
her down quite low. Xin Zhao coming in though, so Leonard's going to have to go ahead and back off.
Yep, just dashes to the minion, he's fine.
Yep.
Jackson Rod just looking for all the creeps where he can get with that Siphoning Strike to stack on up and scale.
He is missing these crucial last hits though on the turret.
Xin Zhao's kind of going for the Madrid's Blood Razor, so looking for a Wriggle's Lantern. So that's going to be very interesting. He's so far behind. He's not going to be able to snowball that item as hard as he needs to.
Trying to get into this lane, but he's just exposed himself to Leonard, so Leonard's just safely going to be able to back away. He also has Lunalux just waiting in the wings, ready to come in at a moment's notice and secure those kills.
Yep.
So a lot of pressure going on right now for KDZ in the mid lane, and Matesy Zin's out here very
This is a
much
dive.
needs to get in.
They're going to look for a dive.
Yeah, she really can't do much here. They do have the reveal off of Lee Sin's E, so even if she tries to shroud on the turret, they could still get her. Might cost one of them their lives, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and back off as well. J4, though, he is just getting absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, the bindings he keeps eating, and the fact that he can't use his relic stacks is very, very hurtful to this lane, so he's got to think of a new method of trying to get some of that CS for his Jinx and some of that extra gold. But still up top, it's just the farm fest. It's just the push fest as well on top of that. With siphoning strikes, still stacking up 78 at 7 minutes, doing a good job. And not letting the push coming from Shimano really affect him that much with Tower Dagger. And
yeah, she's really trying to proxy the lane here and just take the waves back behind the turret so Hers can push in, but she's not really able to sustain in that area. And now looks like she might get caught up by Xin Zhao. There he goes. He gets the dash in. She's going to go ahead and burn ultimate. Dragon's Ascent going to take her over the wall. She will get out, or Descent, I should say. She will get out at the cost of her ultimate, but
it's not that long of a cooldown.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't really have a cooldown, really.
Technically, yeah, I guess.
It goes off of her.
You just got to stack up that rage.
Yeah, so not too bad for her. Well-timed approach by Xin Zhao, just not able to secure the knockup before she could make it over the wall. Otherwise, they might have been able to kill her.
Yep. So looking across the board, it's about a rough 20 CS lead for every landings up the top and the jungle. So doing a good job on their respective lanes. OBGYN just showing their dominance, their experience. They're all diamond players.
Looks like a Kali gonna opt to go for the Bilgewater second item. She's already picked up a longsword, so she might go straight for the Hextech Gunblade. But there she gets knocked up in the in that mid lane, but does not have the follow up from Leonard. But there's the ignite. She runs back into the shroud. Lunalux showing up. Can he get the Q?
Yep.
It still lands despite the flash. She will fall. And now Jarvan down in the bot lane being taken by Kuya. Man, blue team just really steamrolling this through very early on.
So they get the mid-tier 1 with a kill from Yasuo, and they get a kill down port. So they just go and rotate onto the dragon. They should be able to pick it up, no problem as well.
Yeah.
Zhao up top.
Here we go. Vermin, though, caught out. He gets the dash in. She doesn't have the Dragon's Ascent this time. He doesn't get the knock-up. She's zipping away. Yasuo coming to meet her for some support. They might not be able to close this out. Leonard going in. Xin Zhao gets the dash again, gets the kill. But can they survive Leonard, or will Leonard be able to escape? Looks like Jaxelrod is going to go ahead, pop his ultimate. He's going in hard. Q is ripping off health off Leonard, but he gets the knockup. So he will be able to run away. And there's Ralara. She gets the shackle going. Leonard's just dashing through. Here comes Akali. She gets Leonard. She gets the kill on Leonard. Ralara going to go ahead have to flash over the wall to escape. But a fair trade coming across from both sides for the most part here.
Yep, a nice little one.
Actually,
for one.
it was I suppose it was a 2-for-1 in favor of the purple team because they did get Shyvana, did they not?
They did, so it was a 2-for-1, and it actually is in favor of server down. So
well, good little play. It's the little things add up. So we'll just have to see if they can utilize that, take the momentum that they might have gained from those kills, and use it to kind of push themselves back into this lane. As you can see, Yasuo coming on the approach with Morgana into the bot lane. Akali roaming down, so she's aware of what they're about to do. It's really just going to be a matter of if they can make a play, if they can secure a kill. Akali is spotted out right there by Leonard. Good amount of damage coming through. She gets bound in her shroud. The knockup connects. Wow. There's the ultimate, and Leonard claims a kill over KDC yet again. J4 being burned down by the calling. Very, very low. There's the Q. Jarvan not able to flag and drag away. And now Xin Zhao joins the bot lane, but there is just not much he can do against these guys. Lucian, very, very strong. He's already got his BF sword. Yep,
and a really good pink ward coming in from Ralara. Right there where the Akali died. It did reveal her in the shroud, so when the knockup hit from Leonard, then he gives ult in. He's just going to keep on pushing through. And this is going to be the second turret of the game going in their favor. They're going to dive.
Oh, yeah. Metzi just really trying to go hard underneath the turret, but I don't think it's really what he wanted to do. Now Jinx caught in a very, very bad spot, all by herself, below half HP. Turret's about to fall.
She's going to die.
She is certainly dead.
Yeah.
There it is. Actually, Morgana stealing the kill with the binding. But now Hayam Kuya might be in a bad spot. KDC's trying to get in, but there's the knockup. Yasuo dashing in. She dashes over to Hayam Kuya. She gets the kill. But now J4 falling to the wayside by Vermin,
Wow.
who's come down from the top lane. The knockup hits again, a nice dash away, but she is just too slow. Leonard will pick up another kill.
And
Man,
you know what? You know what Luna Lux is doing? He's just split pushing. He doesn't care. He's like, you know what? My team's fighting 4v5. I got
my
this.
team is doing just fine without me. I'm going to go take your mid turrets.
Yeah.
Zin trying to go aggressive, but just not going to work out. Luna Lux, he's got the dashes. He's got the damage, too. He could probably still
Probably kill it. Xinjiao, no problem with just the kick.
Despite being that low on HP.
Yep. And the tier 2
That's
turret.
Tier 2 as well.
It's going to go down.
A nice wind wall, and here they go. Oh my god, Xin Zhao immediately being taken down. Leonard is just too huge. J4 with the ultimate, the Cataclysm on top, but he just dashes out. KDZ manages to get the shutdown gold. They're trying to go into Luna Lux. A very nice kick away by Luna Lux, and then they come back in. Absolute mayhem, gonna be burned down. Shyvana picking up that kill. She tries to get a kill on Luna Lux, but KDZ just also being taken out. Purple team, this comp's just not paying off for them. Jaxelrod, he's had the top lane to himself for about 2 minutes now, and he hasn't really been able to shove in and get any damage in.
Yeah, and he should be able to take it now unless there's some random TP, but it is down for the Shyvana. And that turret will end up falling.
He's eating the turret shots.
he needs to push that wave up a little bit more, and then he'll get the turret.
Yeah, he should be able to get this for sure.
Yep. And purple side, down 9,000 gold at this point too. It's just
13 minutes in.
It's a little rough, for this point, and they could have an inhibitor pressure too as mid.
Yeah, but as you can see, here comes Morgana in the top lane. They're cutting off Jaxelrod. She's got him spotted out. He really doesn't have many places to go. She gets the binding into the pool. He's going to go ahead and pop his ultimate. He's trying to damage out both Shyvana and Morgana. It's just not going to happen. Xin Zhao comes in, but he's on the wrong target. And now Shyvana's going to be able to take out the turret. Now he's all by himself in a 1v2. The binding does not hit, but I don't know if it's really going to matter. Here comes KDZ trying to get in there. She's got the dashes, but she's going for Morgana. It looks like Morg will fall, but here comes Leonard from the side. A nice dash in. Already going to pick up the kill on Xin Zhao. KDZ going to go ahead and have to dash out Leonard. He might just dive right in here. Now Hacker Mike getting kicked back by Luna Lux. He will fall, and now looks like Absolute Mayhem just going to take the full brunt of the calling and then be finished off by High.
Yeah, that's looking pretty bleak for the purple side.
Yeah, absolutely.
They needed to snowball this early game really hard. They kind of. It looked like they had the right idea for a little bit, but then the ganks came in and it just kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just from the get-go, almost giving up the first blood with the Akali, having to burn her flash, everything just really didn't line up. There's the last tier 2 turret that they had now fallen in the top lane.
Yep.
Just not good. Not good for server down in this situation. Now they're losing their buffs potentially. Looks like they will recover. At least they got the red.
They did get the red. They secured that, so that's good for them. And did he go over to Jaxelrod? He didn't go for the jungler, so just trying to feed Jaxelrod as much as possible. He also almost have his frozen heart. He's building a lot of CDR, so going for the heart into Visage. And looking for 40% first, and then maybe he'll build a Sheen and some damage. Akali has her Cutlass, but the Infinity Edge and Static Shiv is already completed for Yasuo.
Yeah, he is leaps and bounds ahead of her. It's about 5.1k to 8.3, so he is very much ahead of the both right now. And getting this dragon is only going to propel it damage further.
Yep, so dragon falls right there. They'll go back, they'll spend. They currently have 2k on Lucian, so probably going to buy maybe a Zeal or Last Whisper, whatever he wants to get. Alright, so he's moving towards Trinity Force, picks up a Phage and a dagger. I think Yasuo doesn't need to buy any more items, just stick with the Infinity Edge and Static Shiv and he should be okay.
Yeah, he doesn't really need much else. He can just buy elixirs from now on. Xin Zhao not reacting at all to Vermin, just really dashing on him. He gets a dash over to Leonard, but there's the double knockup.
Wow.
Oh my god, Leonard really just dealing damage. Xin Zhao, and KDZ on the Kali just gonna get taken out immediately. And now all eyes are on this mid turret. Even Nasus is just getting ripped apart right here. He's not even nearly tanky enough to deal with this.
Alright, so one knockup from Yasuo, and he'll just look to not ult in. It is down for a couple more seconds, so needs to be a little mindful and careful of that. They're just grouping up. They want to siege down mid. They want to try to close out an inhibitor at least. They're 15k ahead. Items are still trying to be completed up for the side of server down. This Jarvis support, really, I haven't seen it do too much. It's just been dying and getting poked out. So, in my book, Jarvis support is a no-go.
Yeah, I think we could...
If you snowball it, it's fine.
I think we could check that one off the list of supports to not play.
The bucket list.
Yeah. It's been done. It doesn't need to be done again. Yeah, I mean, these guys they're just doing a great job of just sieging at both towers. They're not taking any damage. They're dishing out damage. As you can see, Yasuo had a little bit of a split push going on. Mid turret almost halfway down, probably about 60% at this point. And, I mean, you know, OBGYN Kenobi really just able to shift back and forth between the mid and the bot and just burn these down. A very excellent job. Looks like this might be the fall of the turret. Vermin taking a good amount of damage, though. But Metzi gonna fall. Vermin now falling. Yasuo is in the thick of it. Leonard gonna go ahead and take down the J4, and there it is. That's gonna be about the end of the engagement. Kali gonna go ahead and have to back off right there. Double kill coming in for Leonard. She tries to get a kill onto Rukara, but there's Lunalux and Hayam Kuya ready to back up. And she's just gonna have to try to retreat on out of here, but she's really just running for no reason. Dashes not able to secure her a safe escape, and that's gonna be the inhibitor, the bottom inhibitor here.
Yep, and this is just the slow push into the Nexus turrets. They could just rotate towards mid, look for a push onto that, but they find a binding.
Oh, but Metzi, he already gets bound, coming right back in. The Sonic Wave and the Resonating Strike gonna go ahead and burn him out. Hayam Kuya gonna take that kill. Man, I think it's
looking over.
I think it might be over.
It would take a colossal throw to honestly have a chance to come back into this game. But the way, you know, OBGYN are playing, very meticulous, very methodical.
Put on top of the communication and the mechanics. So
some good wards from their side.
very good.
They are taking control of the jungle, stealing buffs away when they can, and just making sure that servers down can't get the ball rolling.
What do you think? Do you think 20 minutes surrender, or do you think that they're going to try to play this one
They
out?
should probably play it out. You never know. You have Nasus, you're sitting on him, you have a Jinx too, and a Kali. A Kali late game is beast. She has 7 kills. She has most of the kills for her team too. So putting most of their eggs in one basket, hoping that a Kali can survive long enough to get enough Shadow Dance resets.
Nasus at about 255 stacks, so he's fallen a little bit behind from where he was in the early game. He was stacking pretty consistently, but not in a bad
for
spot.
19 minutes.
Yeah, he's not in a bad spot, but certainly not where he could be. Now we see just Vermin and Leonard going to go ahead and just absolutely tear down this Baron. Server down has no idea that this is even happening.
19.5 minutes.
No vision, and there we go. Lunalux going to go ahead and smite it away.
Baron goes down.
So I think we're going to be seeing the final push coming in here as soon as they all group together.
Yep.
They're already starting to move the mid lane back in.
They don't have much gold to really buy anything big, so they may as well just keep pushing.
Yeah, KDZ going to try to get that white to maybe get caught back up a little bit, but they walked over 2 wards going there, so you know, Kenobi knows exactly what they're doing. They know exactly where they are. And say, oh, you know, 2 people are missing. Let's just go take mid.
Yep. So they pick out the Akali. They know she's probably looking for a flank on the back.
KDZ just tries to go in for the engage, but there's no follow-up whatsoever. She does, however, get out with her life, but Metzi taken down to below half HP now. And here comes the rest of the team. Lee Sin kicking him out. Looks like the kill won't connect. The shackle not even connecting onto Nasus. But Absolute Mayhem will fall here. Just overextending a little bit too much into the lane. Now Vermin and Lunalux in the very thick of the base. Jaxelrod going to get taken down. Looks like this might end up being the final push as this mid inhibitor turret will go down. Inhibitor certainly following suit. There's the top inhibitor turret as well.
Yep. So
this is the last stand.
They'll just end it. They should just end it. They should try to. I think that they should be able to. There should be no problem for them.
Yep, there's a Cataclysm. He traps 3 members. KZ tries to jump onto Hayam Kuya, but she's just taken down way too quickly. The reveal from Lee Sin's E just really doing work on her, completely negating her. That's the first Nexus turret. That will be the second. Leonard taking up yet another kill. Hayam Kuya going to go ahead get 1 more as well. And Nexus at 20% HP. This will be the end of the game.
All right. So OBGYN take down server down. They'll advance to the semis. And we're going to go to a break. And when we come back, we'll have the second half of the semi-bracket for you guys, the one match from there. And we'll see you soon.